let us study about Mendel and his contribution in genetics. G.J. Mendel selected garden P, that is known as Pisum sativum, for series of hybridization experiments. And G.J. Mendel is also known as the father of genetics. Now the question is that why he opted for garden Ps for his hybridization experiments? Reason being short life cycle. Pisum sativum, that is also known as garden P, is having a short life cycle. अगर life cycle short है तो एक कम time period में काफी सारी generations को study करना easy हो गया था. That's why he selected garden P. The another reason is that it produces large number of seeds. And next is that this plant is having bisexual flowers, and that's why self-pollination is the another reason for selection of garden P for his hybridization experiments. Last being, there are several contrasting features that are present in garden P for which he selected this particular garden P for his experimental studies. We will study about contrasting features further. Next, let us see what are contrasting features. So contrasting features are the characters which always appear in two opposing conditions. For example, if we study about the dominant gene, first let us understand the meaning of the dominant gene. So dominant gene is basically that gene which is responsible for giving the appearance to an organism in the presence of an alternative gene. The dominant gene is always represented by a capital letter, whereas a recessive gene is a gene which can give the appearance to the organism but only if the identical gene is present. This recessive gene is represented by a small letter. So here, the contrasting traits that are seen as dominant and recessive are the plant height, the dominant being tall and the recessive being dwarf. Position of flower on the stem, axial in dominant and terminal in recessive. The color of unripe pod was green in dominant and yellow in recessive. Inflated shape of pod was seen in dominant, whereas constricted in recessive. Talking about the shape of seed, it was round and smooth in dominant, whereas wrinkled in recessive. Color of seed was yellow in dominant and green in recessive, and the violet color of flower was seen in dominant, whereas white was seen in recessive.